Hi guys, ever wanted another way to measure your weight loss progress apart from just those scales? Then this is the video for you. Before we dive into it though guys, just want to make a little note. Weight loss, it's a process and it's for a set period of time. So you're not on a diet for a year or 6 months or for your life. You're on a diet for 8 to 12 weeks at a time, and then you go into a maintenance period where you maintain those results over those last 10 weeks. And the reason we maintain our weight for that period of time is just to get our metabolic rate back to where it should be based on the weight that you currently are. Because going on a diet period, and that's why we only do it for a set period, it will lower your metabolic rate somewhat. And there's no way around it. It will go down over time. And that's why we only do 8 to 12 weeks as a weight loss diet. Because if you're on a diet for 6 months or a year, your metabolic rate's going to be in the toilet, guys. And you're just not going to be burning anything because your metabolic rate's shot. And the second thing is, it's a slow process, guys. Healthy weight loss is 0.5 kilo to 1 kilo every single week. And that's as an average. That doesn't mean that you're going to drop that amount off every single week. It's average. So let's say you did 10 weeks, you're looking at 5 to 10 kilos as a weight loss over that period. That means from week to week, you're not going to see a great deal of difference. You might see a couple of 100 grams some week. You might see 0.5 kilo or more than 0.5 kilo some weeks. You might see a kilo every now and again. Your body's losing weight at different speeds each week, but you just keep maintaining, doing the right thing that you're supposed to in your plan. That's having that deficit, doing your activity from your pedometer, getting those resistance sessions in, and staying on the plan, guys. And that will get you to 5 to 10 kilos weight loss every 10 weeks. And remember, like I always say, the only way you can fail is if you quit. So just keep it up, get through it. All right, now that we've got through that, let's go into our 3 other ways we can measure our weight loss progress. Now, the first one, your clothes, guys. Now, I always get my clients to do one thing when they first start their weight loss journey. I get them to weigh in because that's a standard measure. And then I get them to go home and take out a piece of clothing, whether it's having a look at a pair of pants or a dress or whatever it might be that you've got that's one size too small for you right now. Try and put it on. You should be able to get it on, but it should be pretty tight, so it's not very comfortable wearing it. Or you just can't quite zip up the pants or whatever it might be. You might be close to getting it on. That's perfect for what we need as a measure to keep you motivated through your weight loss journey. Once you've got that piece of clothing on, take a photo of yourself in it, whether it's in the mirror, whether it's side on, whether it's front on, do both. And make a little note. How does it feel being on? Where's it tight? Then take it off, hang it up, have it out all the time. There's a piece of motivation that you're going to try that on every 2 weeks. And every 2 weeks, at the end of the week, try it on and take another photo, couple of photos, feel how it feels. Within a month, you're going to have that on. And that's going to keep you motivated, guys, to get the next size down. And if you don't have the next size down, go and buy the next size down. Try it on in the change rooms and go, oh yeah, that's perfect. That I want to try and get that on in the next month. And that's what you're going to aim for, guys. Keep it out so you can see it every day. Every day you're going to look at it and say, hey, I'm going to get into that. I'm going to get into that and I try it on in 2 weeks and then try it on in 4 weeks and that's going to fit me. Now, even though you can't see the scales based on that, you know that you are losing weight based on the clothing. What I personally use is my belt. So I've kept the same pair of pants that were quite tight. I've used my belt. Every couple of weeks, I'm putting in a new hole because I was at the end of the belt, so I'm putting it in a new hole. And over my last 10 weeks, the last 10-week block that I did, which finished up around about 6 weeks ago, I've maintained it through there as per my belt buckle and my belt hole. So I've got 6 notches in my belt. So I've lost about 11 kilos over that last 10 weeks. So if I'm not stepping on the scales, as I normally do every day anyway, as part of my routine, and that's not obsessive, it's just part of the general routine, just like brushing your teeth. But if I don't jump on those scales, put my pants on, I know exactly that I haven't put on any weight, simply because they're exactly the same size. I'm in the right belt hole that I got down to in my weight loss period. Hi guys, I've got 600 videos coming your way over the next 12 months, covering everything that you need to know to lose whatever weight you need. If you can just take 10 seconds, like, subscribe, just so you're up to date with the daily drops into YouTube. Thanks heaps guys, back to the video. Hope that one helps you guys. Now the second one is before and after photos. But what I want you to do is take them every week. So every week, just mark a little X or a little spot in your garage or wherever it might be. Take your clothes off down to your underpants or bikini, whatever you've got. Put the camera exactly the same distance, really important, the same distance and the same height that you do the very first time. Measure it out. Take a photo. Take the front, take the side. Do it in a mirror so you can see the back of you as well, if that helps. And each week on the same day, 7 days have passed, you've done exactly what you needed to do. Take another photo. And you're not going to see much difference week to week between those photos. However, from week 1 to week 8, 9, 10, there's a massive difference, guys. You lose 10% of your body. Hey, if you're 70 kilos, want to drop 10%, well, hey, 7 kilos is massive. And it's massive in the face. That's what changes first. And it's massive in the before and after photos. And that will keep you motivated to go into your maintenance, maintain your maintenance, and hit it again for your next cycle when it comes time to, because you can see the difference and what's occurring over that period of time. Because it is about faith, guys. Faith that week to week you're dropping the weight. And if you're not prepared to jump on the scales, hey, which is okay. I've had over 2,000 clients and half of them don't want to get on the scales. Some of them have even jumped on the scales. No, don't tell me. You just tell me week to week, whatever the cycle might be for that client, how much I've lost, or am I positive or negative? And that's all they want to know. So it's a very common thing. You're not alone in not wanting to jump on those scales, guys. And like I was saying before, weight loss is about faith, because week to week, you can't really see a great deal of difference in your body type. You can't really see it on the scale. You see it on the scale sometimes, not all the times, especially when you're having carbohydrates in your diet as well. And that doesn't stop weight loss. It just holds onto water, so you don't necessarily see the fat loss that's occurring off your body on the scales. So there is a little bit of faith there that you are doing the right thing, and that getting through that period will make a difference to the way you look, your health, and your size. Which leads me to the next one, number 3, guys, smart scales. Now, smart scales are different than normal weighted scales. Smart scales calculate your body fat and also the muscle that's on your body when you're weighing in. So, of course, it's going to tell you your weight, but that's not what we're tracking in this case. Of course, set yourself up a spreadsheet. Of course, you're going to see what weight you are, but that's not what we're interested in. More importantly, you want to see how much muscle you've got based on that weight, or how much fat you've got based on that weight. And those muscle and weight percentages should be going this way. So based on your, let's say 100 kilos, my 100 kilos, I want, say, 70% muscle, 30% fat. And as I progress and I get lighter, I want to see my muscle percentage go up and my fat percentage go down. And that's generally, those figures aren't accurate, but that's generally what you want to see. So focusing on the muscle percentage and the fat percentage is what you're really looking at. Because when you weigh in, that's going to be a combination of muscle, fat, and water, guys. So water is the big one. That's what deters people and demotivates so many people when they're weighing in. When you weigh in, if you've got carbohydrates in your diet, you're going to have water storage from carbohydrates. If you don't drink enough water throughout the day, within a couple of days, you're going to be heavier than what you should be on the scales, simply because your body is storing water that you haven't provided it. Now, the third thing, going back to carbohydrates, you're going to have glycogen stores, which is just basically sugar stored ready for energy. That's all it is. Easy to get rid of within the sort of 24 hours of not having carbs. However, with that in our liver and our muscles, that's about 2,000 calories, which is around about a quarter of a kilo, guys. So you've got those 3 things there that are impacting your weight when you weigh in, and potentially, again, demotivating you to continue on because you think your weight's not changing. But by having these smart scales, guys, and they might cost a couple of $100, but hey, is your weight loss and continued motivation to get through, to knock off that 10 kilos or 10% throughout a 10-week period, Is that worth a couple of $100? I think so. And if you can clearly see that your muscle percentage is increasing through your training and your fat percentage is decreasing through your diet, well, then you know that you're on the right track throughout that period. So there you have it, guys. Keep the faith. Embrace those extra 3 measures apart from your standard scales, and that will continue your motivation to drop that weight over that set period of time. Remember, a diet isn't for 6 to 12 months. It's a set period of time. Then you go into maintenance and learn how to maintain the weight that you get down to. Then once you've maintained it for 4 to 6 to 8 weeks, hit it again, guys. Get the next 10% or 10 kilos off. And never quit, guys, because that's the only way you can fail is if you quit. Have faith in the plan. Get rid of the 10% of 10 kilos. Change your life. Hi guys, Sean here. A lot of you are sending messages via the comments saying that you need help with your weight loss. Do me a favor, if you could send me a text, which is the best way to get a hold of me, on 0491 932 525. And again, 0491 932 525. Thanks heaps, guys. I'll help you with whatever you need.